musical performance, we have Okevi Ebenezer Abundance, artistically known as OK Vibes, who is a versatile gospel minister, singer, and producer, redefining contemporary Christian music through excellence, creativity, and spiritual depth. He's going to be here performing for us this morning.
And then on parenting, we're discussing why readiness matters more than age. We're focusing on a child's emotional, social, and cognitive development with multidisciplinary expert, Ochuku Prudence Daniels. We can't wait to have a beautiful young lady come tell us about all of that.
And of course, we are breaking down some standout lyrics that have caught our attention on Hot Takes with Zainab. So
Zay Zay,
she's gonna
lady
be here,
Zay Zay.
giving it to us hot takes, hot.
And our final conversation we have on Bimbola Abel Oshundairo. Now, he's a Nigerian American boxer and entertainer, inspiring young people across Africa and the diaspora to pursue their passion with global impact. Now, he was born in Chicago. He is also an actor known for Chirac, The Worst Nightmare, to mention a few. We can't wait for the entertainer and the boxer to come sit down with us and have a great time here.
Yeah, that's going to be fantastic. Woo, a beautiful show packaged just for you. In fact, I like to use the word curated.
Curated.
Just for you.
Yes, we also have a boxer coming up very soon. By the way, Rume is also an amazing boxer.
I try.
Yes.
Till I start to make that 30 mil for a fight.
Okay. The last time you tried this, I lost a part of my lip. All right. We're going to short break at this point. Let's just check out the weather. We'll be right back.
The news is right up next.
Woo, let's go. Good morning, my name is Edgar Ereka and this is the news. The federal government has rearranged the convener of the Revolution Now protest, Omoyele Sowore, on a 2-count amendment charge of alleged cyber-stalking against Nigeria President Bola Tinubu by calling him a criminal on X and Facebook. Mr. Sowore was rearranged before Justice Mohammed Omar of the Federal High Court, where he pleaded not guilty to the charges. Senior reporter Celestina Ira has details.
At the resumed hearing of the case, counsel for the government, Akinolu Kehinde, notified Justice Mohammed Omar of a new amended charge which removes X and Facebook from the list of defendants, leaving Omoyele Sowore as the sole defendant. Mr. Sowore pleaded not guilty to the charges. Counsel for the government expressed readiness to start the trial with a witness available in court, but Marshal Abubakar, counsel for the defendant, opposed this. Mr. Abubakar stated that the information of the prosecution witnesses and his or her statements on oath were not attached to the charge. He cited Section 36, subsection 6 of the Constitution, which requires witness deposition and names to be front-loaded to the charges. Justice Umaru held that all necessary documents for the defendants and all processes should be regularized. The matter has now been adjourned until 22nd January for trial. In the charge, the prosecution contends that by referring to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as a criminal, the defendant published a false statement for the purpose of causing breakdown of law and order, posing a threat to or causing such message to be sent. This will not be the first time a suit is being filed by the federal government against Omoyele Sowore. In 2019, he was arrested and arraigned before the Federal High Court after he called for a nationwide protest by the then President Buhari-led government. He was arraigned alongside his associate Olawale Bakari, also known as Mandates. The defendants were specifically accused of committing treasonable felony, conspiracy, money laundering, cyber stalking, and insulting President Buhari. The federal government had alleged that the defendants and others then at large under the aegis of Coalition for Revolution Corps, sometimes in August 2019 in Abuja, Lagos, and other parts of Nigeria, conspired amongst themselves to stage a revolution campaign on 5th day of August 2019, tagged Revolution Now, aimed at removing the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria during his term of office, otherwise than by constitutional means. In February 2024, the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, applied to withdraw the case from court, which was accordingly struck out by the court. Mr. Sowore has also had confrontations with other security agencies. In 2020 and in 2021, he had a confrontation with the police over the attendance of Nnamdi Kanu's trial at the Federal High Court. In 2024, he was briefly detained by the Nigerian Immigration Service for planning protests. The current charges against Mr. Sowore are punishable with a fine of minimum of 15 million naira or 5 years imprisonment.
Omoyele Sowore, on the other hand, filed a fundamental rights enforcement suit against the Department of State Services, Meta, and X Corporation, challenging what he termed as the unconstitutional censorship of his social media account. Celestina Iwe, TVC News, Abuja.
All right, in other news, President Donald Trump says he will 100% follow through on his threat to impose further tariffs if a deal over Greenland is not reached. The United States President also responds, no comment, when asked whether he would use force to seize the island. It comes as his messages to Norway PM released, in which he says that not being given the Nobel Peace Prize means he no longer has an obligation to think purely of peace. Greenland's Prime Minister insists they will not be pressured, saying the latest statement from the United States, including threats of tariffs, do not change that line. Meanwhile, the United States Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, calls Mr. Trump's plan to impose tariffs in 8 countries completely wrong, while also seeming to downplay retaliatory tariffs. And now some sports updates. Manchester City aggressive transfer markets continued with the £20 million signing of Crystal Palace captain Mark Guéhi. Mark Guéhi joins £62.5 million Antoine Semenyo through the Etihad doors through this month, and while not eligible for Tuesday Champions League tie at Bodo Glimt, will be available for the weekend. The England international has signed a 5.5-year contract through, thought to be worth up to £300,000 a week, and would be considered a long-term replacement for John Stones, whose deal expires this summer. Pep Guardiola's side haven't won in 4 league games and are now 7 points adrift of leaders Arsenal.
But yeah, very proud, really excited to get started. I'm very grateful to God. I think I'm someone who doesn't have any attributes that stand out. But I'd say I'm quite well-rounded in everything. balanced, I'd like to say. But definitely I think what I can bring is a calm, good level head and just being a good team.
All right, that is all that we can take on the news this morning. The show continues. It's Wake Up Nigeria. Go.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. And this morning I have Chef Olivia.
Good morning, good morning. So this is my kitchen for today.
Yay!
You are welcome.
I like it.
So stay tuned.
Oh, energy, energy, energy. I mean, you're being territorial. This is your kitchen. So,
but today,
please, am I welcome to your kitchen?
Yeah, definitely welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I'm so honored to be here. Oh my God. So tell us, what are we making this morning?
So this morning we're making asun with fried yam and chili sauce.
Ooh,
yeah.
Asun with fried yam, and this is a proper street food. So
yeah.
Of course, when you know street food in Nigeria, asun and fried yam is definitely one of them, and that's what we're making this morning. So what are we using? What are the ingredients?
Okay, so for here we have our washed yam, we have our chili sauce, and this chili sauce contains Scotch bonnet pepper, popularly known as tatashi, and a little tomato.
Okay.
And we have.
So that's not too hot. Is that
so it's not too spicy.
Okay.
And we have our red bell pepper with onions. Okay. You can see it here. We have our pre-boiled.
This green bell pepper.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have our pre-boiled goat meat. We have our vegetable oil, and we have our seasoning.
So what are the seasonings?
Okay, so this is garlic, this is ginger, this is salt, this is chicken seasoning, this is beef seasoning, and this is goat meat seasoning.
Ooh, I didn't know it was goat meat seasoning. I'm learning. But now you're using all of them. So beef, chicken, goat meat.
Yep.
You're making use of all of them, right?
Yeah.
For the asun. That is fantastic. So I noticed you said pre-boiled goat meat. So did you have to boil it? I know some people will tell you that, oh, you have to grill the asun. When you grill it and then you start to cook it, did you have to grill it first?
No, I just boiled it.
You just boiled it. Okay, so that's your own recipe. So you boil. So imagine if you do not have a grill, you can also boil and it will give you the same thing.
Yes.
And of course, we have our cooking oil.
Vegetable oil.
Yeah, that's to fry the yam, right? Are we using it for the...
We're going to use vegetable oil for both the yam and also the asun, and also the chili sauce.
The chili sauce. Oh, fantastic. So tell us, what's the process like? What are we doing first?
So first, we are going to wash our yam, which I already did.
Okay.
And we're going to fry our yam. That's like going to be the first step, since we already have our goat meat boiled and all of that. So from yam, we go to goat meat, we go to chili sauce. And
so how are we doing the goat meat? What are we doing to it?
Fry, since it's boiled. Some people fry direct, but my own style, I'm boiling before frying.
Okay.
So boiled, then we go to frying. Then from frying, we do the, don't worry, you see the garnishing.
We have to tell us now. We have to tell, for people who are at home and they need to like follow the process. So of course, we're going to fry our yam. Are we going to like maybe saute a bit of this? Is that going to be for the goat meat?
Yeah, this is for the goat meat and also for the chili
sauce as well.
So we're going to saute it. We're going to fry this with our seasoning here.
Okay.
And then we...
So you said we're starting with the fried yam first. Okay, so let's turn this on. Let's turn this on so that we can now start to fry. Then what are you doing? All right. Okay, so we're putting our pan on the hob now. Of course, we want to heat it up. Then we add our cooking oil into it and start to fry the yam. And are we going to be dicing this?
Yeah, we're going to be dicing this because we're going to use this for the asun and also the chili sauce
as well. That is fantastic. So, of course, if you love street food like me, because I love street food, you want something to just nibble on. But this is also a good breakfast option for you as well, because you're trying to do something on the go. And if you have leftover goat meat at home, you can just say, you know what? I'm going to make asun with this, and that would be fantastic. And maybe just boil or fry your yam, whatever you decide, or potatoes, whatever you decide to have that particular morning. And that morning could be this morning. So if you're watching us from home and you have some of these ingredients laying out in your kitchen, why not grab them and cook with us? Now, when you cook, make sure you take a picture and, you know, post it on Instagram. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC so that we can get to see what you've made. If you've made it like Chef Olivia, I'm sure you would do fantastic because you're following with us. We want to see what you've been able to make this morning. Make sure you grab all of these ingredients and cook with us. Do not forget the hashtag is #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. All right, are we fiddling with that? Okay.
Yes.
So it's getting hot. Oh, I can feel it. It's getting hot. We're going to pour in our oil, start to fry the yam. Do you want me to help you with anything? Is there anything? What are we doing with this pepper? Are we dicing it?
We're dicing it.
Dicing it as well. So that's like for the garnishing for the goat meat.
Yeah, for the asun.
For the asun.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So we're waiting for this to get hot before we add our vegetable oil.
Okay, fantastic. I can hear it. It's even bubbling, sort of. All right, so let's go through the ingredients again. What are we using this morning?
We are starting with this for our yam. I'm still waiting for this to get hot.
Okay, so we're starting with this for the yam. Another ingredient we're using this morning is our goat meat. You can, boil it, or you can decide that you want to grill yours. That would still work perfectly. And of course, we have some chili sauce over here. We have our scotch bonnet. We have some tatashe as well in here. We have our onions, our bell pepper, and some seasoning. And the seasonings over there are, of course, the beef seasoning, the chicken seasoning, the goat meat seasoning, salt, ginger, and garlic. So you can see it's very simple. Let me see how many steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it's a very simple meal.
Very simple recipe for your breakfast.
Yes, for your breakfast, or even if you're having a party, because I know a lot of people do this for like
their parties. You can also use it for your parties. Small chops, can serve it as a side dish as well. So
fantastic. Okay, so this is getting hot. While we're going, so this is washed already, right?
Yeah, this is washed.
Are you going to salt the yam?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to salt the yam as well. We're already frying right now, and Chef Olivia is hard at work. Well, Chef Olivia and Chef Reme is hard at work, and we're cooking something really, really sumptuous for you this morning right here in the kitchen. And what we're making is asun and yam chips with chili sauce. Fantastic. I got that right.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm seeing Chef Olivia trying to put in some salt into the yam just to, make it very nice. So salt to taste. And of course, we're going to fry the yam. And when we're done with that, we're going to move over to our goat meat as we're making as soon this morning. But Chef Olivia, tell me, how long have you been cooking for?
Rightfully, I was cooking from when I was like 15, but like as a chef, I became a chef like professionally last year.
Oh, that's 2025.
Yes.
And how has it been for you?
It has been going great. It has been going fine. There's some kitchen habits that, as someone that cooks at home and someone that cooks as a chef, there's some things you have to unlearn.
Please tell me one of them so I can start to unlearn it now.
Okay, the unlearn first thing is kitchen safety.
Oh, okay.
There are foods that like will cause when you cook, you have to avoid like contamination and all of that. So the first thing you have to unlearn as a chef and somebody that cooks is kitchen safety. Okay.
So how do you not cross-contaminate? Because that's something that a lot of restaurants probably don't have in Lagos, because people go to eat out in some restaurants and before you know it, they have food poisoning. So how do you have that safety to ensure that your food is not just good, it tastes nice, but then it's also safe for consumption?
Okay, first, make sure whatever you use to cook is very, very clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Period.
And there are some things that, okay, as a chef, you're supposed to learn. First is your knife skills, what you use your knife for. There are different types of knife, but I don't want to go into that today because that's not why we are here.
Yeah,
there are different types of knives.
People are learning at home, so that's why we're having this conversation.
Types of knives. There are different types of chopping board. What I use to chop my meat is not what I use to chop my yam.
Or your veggies.
Yeah, it's not what I use to chop my poultry. It's not what I use. So there are different things that you have to learn and you have to unlearn, so to avoid food contamination.
So there's one thing I also have. I have different sponges for like my glass cups and my plates, because you don't want oil. You know, sometimes when you're drinking from a glass and you can smell the oil inside. Oh, it's not nice at all. Oh, this is nice and hot.
Yes.
So when you're drinking from that glass, you don't want that oil. And I can definitely relate with you. Welcome to the kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you.
Welcome to the kitchen.
So we're just talking about kitchen safety, right? And how you don't want contamination of your food.
Yeah.
And so one other thing we're talking about is not having to use the same chopping board for your chicken and then your veggies. Because one of the things that I fear the most is salmonella. And imagine having to chop your chicken or maybe cut it or whatever, and then you now go right there to now start dicing your vegetables. You can definitely have food poisoning from that.
Sure.
Have you ever had to experience something like that?
Food poisoning?
Yeah.
I mean, I have tried to poison the food.
Oh my God.
But wait, let me explain that. What I mean, I tried to poison the food. I don't want to think online that way or watching right now that Edgar tried to poison someone. It was for rats. You know, we have like rat poison. I just put it in food.
Goodness gracious.
Yes, I had to just mention that. That's the only time I tried to ever poison anyone. But yes, but food poisoning never. I don't think I'm allergic to anything. I eat like everything. And, you know,
and your immune system is great.
Very strong.
Oh, nice.
Very strong.
Nice.
Very strong.
All right, we're already frying our yam, and it looks really nice and hot right now.
I wanted to ask a question though. When it comes to frying yam, yes.
Yeah.
What's the best way to fry it? What I mean is, do you allow the oil go over the yam, or do you make sure that the yam and the oil are on the same level, or what's the best way to do it?
To get the best result, I advise you allow your oil go over the yam. And I like to fry on low heat. So it like
to enter.
Yes.
To enter.
When you are eating it, you know that yes.
But what's the sign?
I have another answer to that. I know she has answered correctly as a chef, but then it depends on your oil now. If you don't have enough money and you have to manage the oil, it's our wisdom.
Manage it.
So that's it.
You understand?
That's it. But of course, with her, what she's making right now, the oil is a bit over it. And she's frying on low heat, as she says. You know when you eat some yam, that on the outside is crispy, but the inside is, nice. I cannot wait to taste this, actually. It looks really, really good already.
I remember like the first meal I ever fried. First time I ever tried frying anything was yam.
Oh, really?
I was at, this was 2000, how old was I? So I was like 7.
Oh.
Yes. How long have you been cooking for?
I think I started cooking when I was 8.
I started before you. just a year before you started. Wow. When did you start cooking, women?
I think I started cooking at 6. And I have a very funny story. No, I'm serious. I'm actually totally serious.
You started cooking at 6?
No, it's not banter. I started cooking at 6.
Okay.
And the first thing I did was to boil rice. Oh God, I can't believe I want to say this story.
6?
At 6. So my mom had asked me to go and boil rice. And then, you know how when you parboil the rice, you have to wash it.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't believe I have to say this. And then I go to my mom and I'm like, Mommy, should I use soap to wash it? My mom is like, no. Yes, because I was that young, I was 6. And I'm like, should I use soap to wash the rice? She's like, no, you just use water. You don't use soap to wash. You are going to contaminate the food. But yes, that was like my first experience. But I started making stew at 8, right? And soups and all of that. But nice. I'm a first child. You know, they send us early, send us quickly.
We grew up too fast. So what was the first thing you made?
You said you fried yam.
No, the first meal I ever made?
Yeah.
Well, the first meal I ever made was jollof rice. That was the first. It's not
lamba. I don't believe that.
Wait, jollof rice was the first thing I ever made. And at this point in my career, chef, can I be honest with you? I don't cook like anymore, yes. What I do now is, I don't do it the way you guys do it. If I was ever going to do this on the show, I always cook with my eyes closed now. I'm trying to do things with my other sense.
Thank you, Edgar. It was nice of you coming into this kitchen.
Wow.
We had a great time with you. Thank you so much. Right here. Don't worry, I'm not cutting you off. But the lamba is so much now.
You're making it look like I'm lying. I don't like that.
Edgar, come on. Anyways, we're right here cooking our fried yam, or making our fried yam. And of course, we're going to go over to the asun and all of that. But we're going on a quick break, right? We're going on a quick break. We'll see the process when you come back. So please do not go anywhere. Stay with us.
Play smart, win big. Quick Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and Quick Cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for Quick Cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Angelou appeared in an off-Broadway production of Jean Genet's The Blacks with James L. Jones, Lou Gossett Jr. and Cicely Tyson, and went on to earn a Tony Award nomination for her role in the play Look Away 1973 and an Emmy Award nomination for her work on the television miniseries Roots 1977, among other honors. Angelou's career has seen numerous accolades, including the Chicago International Film Festival's 1998 Audience Choice Award and a nod from the Acapulco Black Film Festival in 1999 for Down in the Delta. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, more than 50 honorary degrees, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She also won 2 NAACP Image Awards in the Outstanding Literary Work Non-Fiction category for her 2005 cookbook and 2008 Letter to My Daughter. After experiencing health issues for a number of years, Angelou died on May 28, 2014 at her home in Winston-Salem, North Carolina in May 2021. It was
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to eSplash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Helper. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. eSplash give you the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going. It's eSplash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
All right, it's time for What's Up and About. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning.
This pink is pinking.
Oh, thank you. And I like your blue and Edgar's. Is this purple? No, this is lilac.
That's how you ask when someone buys fake in the market. It's like, is it purple or lilac? What are you wearing? What's wrong with you?
Even color is now fake.
But I feel like we have a color theme this morning because even Zainab is wearing something like this.
No, she's wearing bold colors.
Yeah.
Like a slash of several colors.
Yeah, exactly.
She's the one complimenting everybody.
Yeah.
She decided, I won't be blue, I won't be green, I won't be purple. Let me just combine everything.
I know.
But it's good to be here this morning. How are you guys doing?
Amazing. I'm good.
It's your cowrie.
You see that
Our cowrie is cowrie,
she's looking good.
I mean,
stop it.
I mean, like post-birthday things.
Yeah, it's not really post-birthday. I think I saw on her status she had said, birthday to the end of the month. Like, every day is my birthday. And then she kept posting different videos and pictures. I'm like, okay.
I think there was something really sad about being born on the 31st or 30th of the month.
I know, because you don't know where
you cannot use the entire month to do it. But you know, some people, when you are born on the 1st, on the 14th, you can claim the rest of the month.
Yes, no.
What about
what do you want to claim the next month?
Last day of February.
It depends on the 28th or the 29th. Because that one, you wait 4 years.
4 years.
You're using 28th and 1st.
I always wonder when they actually celebrate their birthday. If it's not a
28th, some do 1st.
Oh.
Some do 1st.
My nephew was actually born on the 28th. I was just like, he's not on the 29th. Yeah, on the 28th itself, but it wasn't 29th. So I'm like, would have been waiting every 4 years. It's better for me. I just know that I have to wait 4 years before I buy your gift.
You'll be shocked. They'll collect their gift. Nice. 28th or 1st. Just decide. And all this talk about children. There were some things I saw over the past couple of days. I remember I saw a post by Neo, a conversation from Neo, and then I now saw something similar from Seun Kuti.
Okay.
Now, for Neo, he's in a relationship with 3 women.
Okay.
And it's a relationship that they are all involved in. They all accept it. Now, according to him, they are not allowed to cheat. They cannot be with other men. But the 3 of them know each other, one another, and they are, they are all aligned with the vision of togetherness. And he said he made this decision after having a child. Well, allegedly having a child, because he hasn't even confirmed the story, that in his former marriage, you understand. Mind you, this is the same Neo that did not tie his womb, he did not do his vasectomy, even though he made his girlfriend then do a hysterectomy after giving birth. Hope I did not mix a vasectomy, hysterectomy. But now, Seun Kuti is saying that the reality is human beings aren't necessarily monogamous. Be it male or female, there's that polygamous nature. Sometimes you find somebody else attractive. Sometimes you want to, explore as per Google exploration page. But it's okay. So I'm just wondering, what do you guys think, especially vis-a-vis the Neo situation? Note again, the ladies cannot step out, but all 3 belong to him.
Edgar, you're the man here, please.
You see,
go ahead.
First of all, I don't want to use the word get upset, but I'm always like hyped whenever we have a conversation with Mary leading this What's Up and About, because I know that there is one way or the other, there's a tackle. There is, she's ready to shoot down a man somewhere. I know.
That's not even the angle.
Go ahead, defend your gender.
I'm not trying to even defend anything or anybody. This is just my point. I feel like it is okay to love so many other people. It's okay to love multiple women. It is okay to say you like 5, 6, 8, 10. But the moment you decide to be committed to one, it is your responsibility to control yourself. To say, you know what, I am going to give her that commitment and that, or her or him, that commitment whereby you are saying, this love I have is just for this person. And I think that is what love truly is. It is the ability to tell yourself that, yes, I have the freedom to love multiple people, you know, but I have decided to give that love that I have for so many people for just one person. So I am not in support of the idea where Sheon Kuti says, you know what, a man is...
He did. You see,
he said,
I've been waiting for you to get there.
Go ahead.
He said human beings,
and he said he's you know shrouded in secrecy. Like that's even the reason why many people think he's.
That's why I was waiting for you to finish preaching because you thought it was about men. That's why I was like, I
just know you now. We'll just still get there.
So for me, right, last year I would say that I was heartbroken. And the reason why I was heartbroken is because, you know, having to live in a bubble and believe so many things. Growing up as a child, I've always believed that as a woman, you have to keep yourself, right? You have to keep yourself for a man, and then you have to take care of the home front, you know, all of those things. That's how they've trained us as women. And then you think that, oh, it's the man that would go out and cheat and come back. But why I said I was heartbroken last year was because I found out that women too cheat.
You just found out last year?
Yes, and a lot of married women cheat.
Shock.
I'm like, what? Married women? I mean, I always thought it was something for the men, but how come married women are cheating? I'm not joking. I was really heartbroken. Like I was sad.
Do you mind,
last year
2025. Do you mind sharing the story?
As in, how you found out.
I want to know how you actually found out. Just give us. You don't have to mention names.
So someone gave me a story of how there was this lady, not in Nigeria anyway. There was this lady. I think her husband wasn't treating her well. He was saying, you know what, you've added weight. You know, he wasn't touching her. They were not having sex. And then she started sleeping with her co-worker, right? But this other man has a wife. He's also married, and his wife found out but did not know who it was. And I know when I heard that story, I felt some type of way because this was really like, this is someone I know that is telling me, and I'm like, I didn't know women could do this. Obviously, that now sparked more conversations. I'm having conversations with people, and they're like, no, women actually, like women are the ones that know how to like cover it up very well compared to the man. They are very good at it.
Let me blow your mind. I've said this before on the show some time back. I'll just say it again. I have always wondered at the whole analogy of a pencil and a sharpener. Because what? The more you sharpen a pencil, what grows shorter?
The pencil.
Good. Also the analogy of a key and a lock. When you insert the key, what happens to the lock? Nothing. It's the key that gets worse, right? So when people talk about the fact that men and women, a man shouldn't do this, a woman shouldn't do this, I'm like, who suffers it more? It's the man. In most cases, when you think of it, it's the man that is tired. Sometimes women, you just get up, you're all right. And another thing we need to also keep in mind is that for women, unless you don't protect yourself, we're talking about STDs and even getting planned pregnancy, usually it's not so much of a big deal. It's a woman's responsibility for herself, if you love yourself, to decide that, look, I'm not going to be that lock or that sharpener. I'm just going to stick to one person and just have my peace. Because men are complicated. And
did
trust
I
me,
not
you don't
say
have
that
so many
when I started speaking, did I not say that Mary will later circle this back to men versus women?
Oh, nah.
Did I not say it?
How?
You said it.
Did I not say it?
I did not do that. Don't accuse me falsely.
Why would you say that men are complicated?
But wait, in this
when
case,
she just said here that she's surprised
that women
cheat more.
Women, no, not more. I didn't say more.
Wait, sorry.
Women cheat as well.
You are the one that likes to come after women.
Wait. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Rumi, why are you surprised?
Because I've always thought in my head, like I said, I've lived in a bubble, thinking that women always keep themselves.
That women do not cheat.
That women do not cheat. And
guess
then,
what?
just like in this case, you know, the man wants to have 3 women and say you cannot step out. Of course, there's already like maybe a conversation that's been had.
You know how they always say that the one way they catch, the reason why I tell you, women, I don't have the statistics and the data to prove this, but I can tell for a fact. So this is my own fact. Yes, the only reason why people say that men cheat more than women is because
the man they catch.
They always catch man.
so they are not.
Women
they are not
good.
very sleek.
My dear, my ears are
good. Women are good in this craft.
Even the one I'm surprised about is married women.
I want to hear from the chef.
A woman that I know has children for 2 different men, married to both. In 2 different states. I've shared the story on Wake Up Nigeria.
I want to hear from the chef.
I really want to know your opinion.
I really feel like women cheat more than men.
I don't
get caught. We don't. No, we. Let me know it will be because I don't cheat. We don't get caught. Not every woman is a cheater, but I think women cheat more than men, and women are good at
covering it.
I want
to ask you a question. And I want you to trust us here. Whatever says you say right now stays here. All right. Have you cheated before?
I haven't. I'm not going to lie about it.
Why are you smiling that way?
Yes,
but I haven't.
Why would you ask her that on national TV?
But I'm saying,
but then she hasn't.
But I haven't.
Okay. Let's go around. Miriam, wait.
No. See, it's not. See, that's not a question.
I know what you're trying to do.
I've not.
You don't want me to answer.
And I don't need to answer.
I've not asked you. I've not asked you.
But I've answered you.
I've not asked you.
However,
I've not asked you. Why did you say no when I've not asked you?
Because I know the question. But I want you to know something.
Let me ask you first.
Wait, Edgar.
Let me ask you first.
Realize that even if you have cheated before,
I'm not asking question. Wait.
Edgar, wait.
I know this trick.
I'm leading somewhere.
I know the psychological trick.
No, it's not a
psychological trick. I know what you're trying to do. Let me ask you first.
I'm listening.
Calm down. Have you cheated before?
On my husband, never.
Wait, no, see all the politics. You see women and politics. The question is, The question is simple. I want you to think about him before you answer.
I don't want to think about it.
Don't rush.
Edgar, she's giving you an answer. I don't want to answer.
Why are you
I told you my answer. I don't know how many times. Are you dragging? Have you cheated before?
Let me ask Rume first now. Rume, have you cheated before?
No, I haven't.
Never.
I don't do such.
That's
That's one.
Okay.
Why are you expecting women?
Edgar,
why are you expecting women?
You have to answer us.
Edgar will answer the question. Is you that we are talking about?
I don't even know what cheating means. We have to define cheating before I can now tell you if I've done that form of cheating before.
Well, for me, I'm just going to close it. I feel like if you decide that you want to be committed to someone, even if you have distractions all around the place, it's important that you honor that commitment. It's important that you honor your vows to that person. Saying I love you, it means a lot, and you should definitely just, forget the distractions.
Be it distraction or be it whatever. Look, it's a personal responsibility, as I've said before. When you weigh the complications and you weigh the outcome, if you do it, it's usually not worth it. Unless for maybe certain reasons, which I cannot answer for you because you know the kind of life you have. But look, ladies, water.
All right. That is all that we can take on What's Up and About. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, beautiful ladies. You can always use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC to share yours as well. We'd like you guys to join the conversation, but we have to go on a short break at this point. Let's go. This is Wake Up Nigeria.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
2 voices, 2 views, standing apart,
or an argument.
a battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. 2 perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was the gist about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know, Sha. Cause fake logs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, and that's on period.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and Omo, they've been dropping back to.
this time. Now we did also the Wakama. When we mad, make them no say who's a Madalon. Now we did parabolic so this time.
That was just Ewo by Famous Pluto featuring Charlie Poppy and Zeridiel. And it is time for Hot Takes. Now we're diving deep into Afrobeat lyrics, breaking bars, decoding vibes one step at a time. And I'm joined by the delectable, the amazing. I don't know if you guys have seen him on Wake Up Nigeria before, but he has been on shows like The Black Table, and he is my guyest guy. I mean, apart from Edgar and maybe Mike, yeah. His name is Olayinka Miles Abiodun, and he's going to be doing this with me today. Hi, Mike.
What's good? What's good? I'm trying to like have a dramatic entrance.
And I know, because I was actually waiting for that. At some point, you know what I thought you were going to do? I thought you were going to give us one of that your back movement I used to do. Like
if I was standing, but don't worry, don't worry.
Okay, because it's a breakfast show, right? We're keeping it clean.
Let's go.
Let's go, right? All right, let's start with this particular song that we just heard. That was Ewo featuring Famous Pluto featuring Zeridiel and Charlie Poppy. So, Miles, I need your take on that particular song. Because, you know, this is the Uzama brothers now, the three of them. That's Major Pluto.
Yep.
I think that's like the third brother. Zeridiel is the second brother, and Charlie Poppy the first brother. So what do you think about that particular song?
Okay, firstly, I think the Uzama brothers have kind of refused to evolve. Pardon me. The song sounds basic, apart from the fact that the beat is still bumpy and jumpy and all that. But when you go into the lyrics, it sounds very, very basic as far as I'm concerned. It's the same thing that they've churned out over time. For the past 2 years, it's been the same kind of song with the same kind of, and the kind of things that they project in that song. Okay. I just think, but it's a feel good song. I could just vibe to the beats.
Yes.
But the lyrics, it's not something, it has no depth whatsoever.
Yes. I mean, and if you know the Uzama brothers now, when we're talking about Charlie Poppy, talking about Zeridiel, talking about Famous Pluto, they are just known to actually have catchy songs. But when it comes to their lyrics, not so much. Because if you look at this particular word now, girls own not past shawarma. What does that actually mean?
Well, but they didn't actually lie in that area. Like,
what do you mean by that?
No, they didn't lie all the way. Like, girls, sure you're not buying me shawarma. Buy me one shawarma.
You know, right now, Rume is trying to throw you something. And Mary is also trying to throw you something. I wish I can just remove maybe one of my shoes.
The funny thing is that those
which
two
one
people,
is girls own no past shawarma?
Those two females you mentioned, I'm talking about Rume and Mary.
The same thing with you people.
You can carry them away with food. If just put food there, they are gone. Oh, let's go.
I know what I can buy for see, I know what I can buy for you, eh? All right. So, I think the only part I can say I actually sort of like is the word they said, now we they parabolate for this town, Ewo.
Okay, so perambulation, it's aimless walking up and down.
Aimless walking,
okay,
that's
so,
I like it.
So are they walking up and down aimlessly in the area, like they perambulate up and down?
They perambulate up and down now, but guess what? They have the views, they have the numbers.
They do have the views. I'm talking about when we're talking about songs that are going to stand the test of time. When I say a song is evergreen, is this a song that in another 20 years some new generation of musicians we want to remake or redo? Like,
I don't think that's actually the plan here. They just wanted to have a catchy song. Obviously, that's going to turn the numbers out.
The beat is decent. So the beat is okay as far as I'm concerned. I can rock to the beat. But if you want something that has depth, you want to listen. Look, way back in the days, we used to go buy lyrics books so that we can learn the lyrics and sing to a girl or sing to some people. But now, I really don't want to. OS. What's OS? Operating system.
Of course, let's just keep it as operating system. We don't want to say any other thing. It's a breakfast show, actually. I really don't think. Ever since we've known, because Charlie Poppy was the first person to debut in their family before we actually saw Zeridiel. Actually, to a large extent, I particularly like Zeridiel because I feel like even when you want to talk about maybe sachere chin like these lyrics that does not really make sense like that, you can go for Zeridiel. But you see this Famous Pluto, I didn't even know when it came out. And the funny thing is that they all sound alike. Because in this particular song, at some point before I saw the music video, I could not distinguish between Famous Pluto, Zeridiel, and actually Charlie Poppy themselves. They're just catchy beats, at least. I think that's just what it is, honestly. Because now they runs all the wakama. What does wakama even mean?
Okay, so it's a pidgin thing and it's also an Hausa thing, like wakama, like you said. Okay, you waka. Then when you say ma, it's like you waka too now. So it's a pidgin slash Hausa kind of. You say waka now, like we wakama. Let's all go together.
We're not going to lie that they've given us a lot of slangs actually because.
Oh yeah,
I mean that was how I got to know about Evian inside Evian.
I just feel it's just time for them to reinvent.
So
honestly.
when it comes to street slangs, we can actually thank them for some of the street slangs that we actually know today. So let's look at the next song, should we? Because I think you are very excited about this particular one. Go. All right, so I think we should listen to CK Body featuring Marvo. Then we'll come back and dissect the lyrics. I mean, do you men sing anything other than a girl's body, honestly? Because that's literally the only thing we'll be hearing. From the last song too, past shawarma. This one tonight is body. Any small thing now you say is only shawarma that we like. We can also throw shades there and say that the only thing you guys sort of think about right now is body. What do you think, Miles? All right, the last time I heard so much repetition in a song was 2012 from the Prince Omoba. He sang the song called Take Banana and he said that thing 17 times. You go yo. It was from the beginning of the song till 17 times. Yeah. But now this one is here now and he said body 29 times. Yeah. Like that's like a whole verse of a song. Body. But I'm like, what happened to the content? Look at this. Now the only thing I think might be working for this song is the BPM, right? It's the BPM. It's the songs that make it to the charts right now or make it to the DJ's turntable is when it's on 114 to 115 BPM, which is what he's doing with this. And I think the person who started this was also Rema. Rema came up with the whole just keep going, and people jumped on that so that the DJs can spin your song. But lyrics-wise, it's bodying. It's bodying. It's not embodying. It's not embodying the body. But let's go. I mean, yes. Because I expected so much more from what's called CK. CK has one of the biggest screaming songs in Nigeria. Of course. Like from One Tin Tin to the Lights. And body, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't really expecting this because CK's first song at the time that trended on TikTok and everywhere had beautiful, amazing lyrics. I think he just wanted to do something really catchy but this one does not do it for me. So let's go to Marvo's side where he said things like, that's your guy now. I'm trying to look for that part where he said your body na meat pie, right? Okay. I don't think we have it here, but let's talk about that part where they were like, your body na meat. Okay. Your body na meat pie. Right. Yeah, this is it, exactly. I was looking for that particular one. Where it was like, I want to chop your body na meat pie. Your body na the real prize. Why is that the only thing we always seem to hear? No, you must talk because it's
so that you're doing. The very first time I heard that line, I heard it from a female. The very first time, I didn't know the song before. And she was really rocking to it. And I'm like, so you are saying that your body,
did he actually bring a meat pie on air?
Looking like this. Like, this is what your body looks like, meat pie.
Don't you dare
if I tell you now, you won't feel offended when I say your body not meat pie. You won't feel offended, Abin.
I will feel offended because my body doesn't look like a meat pie. Do you know how a meat pie is
shaped? Your body not meat pie. And it even depends on what kind of meat pie, because there are meat pies and there are meat pies. There's some meat pies that are empty. When you open, there's nothing inside. And some taste like garbage. So, I don't know. Which meat pie let me even check which kind of meat pie it is.
Are you really eating it? This is what we're talking about. You're objectifying our bodies. We do not appreciate it. Which one is your body now meat pie? And you had to eat that. I mean, when did you bring that on air? Like, Marvo, how did that happen?
Marvo is one of those artists I thought was going to have a major breakout this year. I thought, like, nothing against him though. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's. Marvo, Priest. Some of the few artists like looking out for them, like okay. Yes. Shode, Fola, and the likes, and Ayomaf, they broke out last year. But this new year, I'm looking forward to Marvel. Let's just say this one was a fluke. But guess what? A lot of people like it, and the majority of his fans are actually female, so they think their body is chin and meat pie and egusi and the likes. So yeah.
No, you know the funny thing, we don't. I don't think I appreciate that word, your body now meat pie, because the meat pie, the way it looks. I mean, we say things like, "Oh, your body is tea." That's better. But when you say things like meat pie, we're not going to stand for that.
Even tea is watery, Zainab. Have you seen tea that's done by Meshai? It's watery.
It's watery.
Like, what are we saying? What kind of tea are we talking about?
Honestly, would just love for them. We would just love to hear better this year. And I've heard a lot of Marvel songs from Escaladizi that he did, and I'm going to say lyrics-wise, he's not there yet. They really need to do better. Afrobeats should be more than the beat. We also need to really take an in-depth look into the lyrics, honestly, because I feel like we have a lot more. And if you know you can't write your songs, just get a writer. It's that simple. I mean, Miles is here for you. Hopefully, he will not write something worse for you. Thank you so much for doing this with me,
We didn't
Miles.
vote, though.
We
didn't give it votes. What
all right, so the first one, what are you going to give it?
I'll give that one, because of the feel, I'll give it a 5 over 10.
All right. Okay.
This one, I'll give it a 2 over 10, 2.5 over 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So for the first song, because of his Oma Brothers, I'll probably give it a 4.5 over 10. The second one, let me try and give it 3.5. I tried. Thank you so much, Miles. And don't you dare finish that meat pie. Thank you so much. At the end of Hot Takes, the show continues. It's still Wake Up Nigeria.
The winner is...
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me, I don't know, Sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for real?
No, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh, and that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express, premium gist on cruise mode. Always first, always next.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. All you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Now hope.
They carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit in no fit scatter. Hope. Now that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope. Now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her. Naija, your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
You like say, I dare fool.
Hey, you already have Destiny Alpha.
I know that.
I go shoot can for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash give you the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TV.
This is not just the round table. This is the black table.
This is the Black Table, where real men speak the truth about the world we live in, the games we play, the power we chase, and the women who shake it off. Unfiltered.
There's this entitlement to choice.
Unapologetic.
There's something in sociology that said even crime has an advantage in the society.
Unafraid.
In my practice, I found that sometimes the woman is saying honey, but you are hearing monkey.
Sports, politics, culture, women, and what it means to be a man in today's world. No scripts, no safe zones, just grown conversations. So pull up a chair if you're built for it. This is the Black Table.
Nigeria, good morning. It's top of the hour. And if you thought like the first hour was already on fire, well, stay tuned because there's a lot more. And What's Up and About was really on fire, by the way. That was on fire.
Speaking of fire, I think Rumen looks amazing. She looks on fire right now with her beautiful pink.
Oh, thank you.
She looks on fire.
It's from GOTV Space. GOTV Space styled me. Thank you so much. Shout out to you.
I love it. I love it. You know how they will say your body meat pie? I think yours, I would not call you meat pie. I think you look better than that. I would say sausage,
please,
sausage roll.
Stop it.
Stop it. Sausage roll.
And you see Miles, I'm going to break his head. Who is eating shawarma with him?
Sausage roll. But it's okay, guys. My name is Edgar Ariaka.
My name is Rumet Hossein, and we're so excited to do this with you again for the next 45 minutes.
Ooh, all right. Make sure you use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC to share your thoughts and join the conversation as well, all right?
Of course, we want to hear from you. And you can also get our app. Now, be on the go. Make sure you get to stream us live on YouTube, watch us on GOTV, and use the app to follow us everywhere.
All right, I also have a question to ask you guys at home, all right? If you do not think your body looks like meat pie, tell me, what snack do you look like, all right?
Chocolate.
Your body looks like chocolate?
Oh, God. Oof.
I want to find out in the kitchen. Mary, tell us what's happening over there, guys.
Strawberry. That's what Brume looks like right now.
Yes.
Strawberry with a bit of red velvet.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. So yummy.
Your body na meat pie.
No, strawberry over here.
Your body na meat pie.
Do you know I was about to say your body na
All right, let's go straight into what we have left in the show. All right, we have Bibola Abel Oshundairo. He is a Nigerian-American boxing and entertainer, inspiring young people across Africa and the diaspora to pursue their passion with global impact. Now, he was born in Chicago. He's an actor known for movies like Chirac and The Worst Nightmare. To mention a few. We can't wait for him to come around. And let's talk about boxing as well.
Yeah.
You'd like to talk about that one, yes?
Oh, I like boxing. So, I started boxing last year. February of 2025, and it's definitely one of the sports I was so happy to take on. Yeah.
All right, okay.
And Mary's still in the kitchen.
Yes, Mary is still in the kitchen, right there. All right.
Chef Olivia. All right, and on parenting, we are discussing why readiness matters more than age, focusing on a child's emotional, social, and cognitive development with multidisciplinary expert Chuko Prudence Daniels, and she's going to be right here, giving us all that we need to know to get our children ready for school.
Ooh, all right.
Mary's still in the kitchen. Mary, how is it going with our goat meat and yam fries?
Awesome.
Chef Olivia is doing something really great here, like the aroma already. And then, of course, we have our yam. So you remember what Miles said earlier about food, right? Rume, I wish you could come here because they just left food in front of us. So we need to show them what they do with food in front of them. In front of Mary and Rume. Rume, come over. Chef Olivia.
Yes?
How is it going? So far, so good, eh?
It's going fine.
Rume, they left food for us, so.
I'm ready to tell everything.
Nobody will eat today. So they're always dragging us. In fact, it will run miles.
Hey! Oh my gosh, Chef Olivia, this looks really good.
I mean.
Can I help you stir?
Don't bother.
Of course.
I'm here first. Stay.
Oh God, it looks really good. I cannot wait to have some.
Yeah.
And the yam looks really good. It looks crispy on the outside.
Yeah.
Definitely. Wow, this is really good.
It looks ready to eat.
Yes. I just want to.
But I'm afraid that if I take one at the end of this show,
let me tell you something.
The picture we'll see.
Hey, do you know that I cannot fry yam or plantain without picking one? Can you do that?
Me, I can.
Then you fry till the
I will not touch it. I don't know. So there's something that we're raised with. When you are cooking, finish your cooking. Then you can now dig in. And somehow I got used to it. So till date, that's why even when in the kitchen here, I usually wait. But when I'm ready, you can't stop.
Rume left the group chat.
It's very hard to actually do that.
Yes, that's discipline.
I can. I fried dodo this morning. and I did not have a bite.
Guess what? 2 or 3 is already missing. So if you've counted everything, if you've counted it, I'm sorry, it's not complete because what? As I'm frying them, it's live.
Your hand is moving too close to this thing, right? Remember, you just keep going. You just keep going. Are you a choir master?
You know what? You understand? Maybe I'll just my hand will just fall.
From where?
Amazing people. Look at how beautiful they look.
We know why you're here. We know.
They lie. You two.
This one is a coded.
You two look amazing. I was just watching from the other side. I guess we're glowing. I was saying, look at me. Look at me. You're shining.
No, keep shining. Shine bright like a diamond. I want to Rihanna.
Oh my.
Okay, so Chef Olivia, so far so good. What have you done?
So I'm done with my yam.
Okay.
And I'm done with the goat meat. I've fried the goat meat. So I'm trying to make the chili sauce and also the sauce I'm going to be using for the goat meat.
So this sauce, the chili sauce is still different from the one for the goat meat?
It's
actually, or is it not the base?
It's the base, but it's actually not the same. I'm still going to
take some out. Yes, oh, interesting.
But this is what we're going to use for the yam, right? And emphasis on we. That's
we. Yes.
Not Miles, not Edgar.
Me, you, us. Yes. So now these spices, you have goat meat seasoning, chicken seasoning, beef and salt. So we are still going to use that in the sauce. Yes. So you want to sweat it before adding the seasoning? Yes. Ah. So there's this debate that has been going on for a long time. I don't know if you've heard of it, that when you are cooking, if you want to maximize your seasoning, wait till the food is almost ready. Do you agree?
I kind of agree.
I do agree.
I do agree.
Are you serious? Me, I like... Why is Edgar laughing?
You know, it was when you said it, you're like, I was wondering, like, what is she want to say? What's going on? I'm like, do you agree?
No, because see,
so nice.
I always feel like, will the seasoning not be too strong? Is it not supposed to cook with the pepper or...
No, but not from the beginning. That's what I think. I think maybe midway, then you add it. Because for me, right, if I put it from the beginning, it's still like, there's still a lot of water. It has to get dehydrated.
And then sometimes it feels like the seasoning has evaporated.
Yeah, exactly, with the
I usually
water.
put salt though. It's when it's about to, you know, be ready. And then I hear...
But I don't think you're wrong. It actually happens sometimes when you cover the pot with the lid and then you take it out. You realize that the seasoning sometimes evaporates and then stay over the seasoning. So one has
that usually even happens more with herbs and spices. So they stick around.
Exactly.
But you have to put those early, because if you don't, it will not merge with the food, and
especially when it's
you might not like it. Yeah, especially when it's dried.
Like imagine dried rosemary. You have to put it like
as in even thyme. Yeah. Or else you know what the thyme says.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Okay, so the stock is for the.
Are we using the stock for
both?
No, I'm using the stock for just
the goat meat, the asun itself. Okay. Okay. So basically, asu is fried meat that has been sauced now.
Some people grill their asu first. Some people grill their meat first. Some people go through the boiling and the frying process.
Especially if you don't have a grill or something.
So I'm going through the boiling and the frying process right now.
But it tastes the same? No.
I prefer the grilled.
You prefer the grilled? Ah.
I wonder how the name came to be, that name Asun.
It's roasted now. Asun. Asun. We roasted it. Asun. We roasted the goat meat.
Oh.
We roasted the goat. Asun. Asun. Asun.
But what's goat in Yoruba? What's goat in Yoruba?
Ewúrẹ́. Aguntan is sheep.
Wow.
So why is asun? Like asun? So that means anything can be asun then? Anything roasted?
I believe so. So asun too. But if you're going to say it outside.
I feel like now it's specifically to goat's meat.
Yeah.
And I love asun so much.
Asun is very nice. Asun is very tasty. It's also very expensive. Ridiculously expensive.
Because
I mean,
expensive.
right from time. Even from time. When you go, they will just give you one tiny bowl, give you one scoop.
And that's tiny tub. I don't know why they do that. It's like
right from
counting.
Time. Some of them count it too.
They'll count it for you.
This is how they'll be doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Like, you see this deep? They'll not give you like 6.5 pieces. They always have half. I don't know where. You guys, well done. We know. We just don't say anything because we want the asun. 6.5 pieces. It's like the sixth piece is always looking like 3/4. Then the last piece is always half. 6.5 pieces.
Please stop giving Mary. Stop giving Mary 6.5 pieces of asun.
Stop counting your asun. You'll be shocked. It's the pepper that used to deceive you that you've eaten plenty.
You know, with plenty onion.
Nata, you don't want to you got with it, man. right, so we'll finish up with the cooking process. This sweating is going to take a while.
Yes.
So if you're doing it at home, note that this is what usually takes time when you're making your asun. Okay, that's the asun sauce, that is. At this point, we'll take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We'll be back as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
It is time for us to have a conversation on parenting this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. And we are discussing why readiness matters more than age, focusing on a child's emotional, social, and cognitive development with multidisciplinary expert, Ochiko Prudence Daniels. It is a pleasure to have you here with us.
It's always a pleasure to be here. Yeah.
All right. So, readiness versus age. There was a time back in the days, in 18? I don't even know, I wasn't born then. But you had to do this before you could go to school, right?
Right.
And if your hand couldn't reach it, if you be 8 years old and you are short, you will stay till you are 15. And if you keep being like that, you lost school. However, these days, you see even a 6-month-old in creche, and sometimes the child is being put in the chair where children who are older are learning, so the child starts soaking it in. Parents have to work. Different factors, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, when it comes to age versus readiness, what is your take on it?
Okay, so let's put it this way. Age is traditional, chronological age for school readiness is traditional. Why developmental readiness is Montessori, because that has to do with the total child. And when we speak about the total child, we're speaking all round, physical, mental, emotional, and cognitive. And those aspects of development are shaped first by the child's first environment. That's the adults around the child, the experiences the child goes through, the emotional experiences as well, general experiences that the child encounter while embracing the world. These are the factors that actually determine the child's readiness. And so when we speak about emotional readiness, a child should be able to separate from parents. Do they separate peacefully from parents? If you have a very clinging child that is not able to let go, you know that that child is not ready, because emotionally they will struggle. A lot of parents think that the faster the better, like they want
the earlier the better.
They want
catch them young.
Exactly. They want to accelerate, push the child. these can backfire because the outcome of rushing a child results many times in stress during learning, anxiety, and even emotional breakdown. It also slows down the child's cognitive development because when a child struggles to learn, the brain interprets it as a stressor. And so they react to just like anybody will react to any kind of stress naturally. Yeah, and then I'm thinking about when a child is going through that kind of stress, what is the outcome? In the society, you eventually have an unbalanced adult because we are, as adults, we are the product of our childhood. Absolutely. Whatever the child produces as a child is what results in the adult. So when you have emotionally unstable adults, people with anger issues, lack of soft skills like emotional intelligence, you can already think about their foundation. And parents think that they're actually doing their children good by rushing them forwards to academic lifestyle, but that's not true. We need to step back a little bit. That's also, we need to talk about the conversation. We need to speak about a situation where the child is even better off in the school environment than the home. So we're talking about very young children now. But it goes into the teenage life. There's so much teenage suicide happening now in our society, which didn't happen before. And so that tells you about the extra anxiety, extra pressure that parents put on their children.
You know, it's interesting you would mention that. I'm currently watching a Korean series titled Sky Castle that has to do with parents and the expectations regarding results from their children. And it has more to do with grades. Now, I've always been of the opinion that a child should just make the most of their lives because that was the way I was raised. No pressure, just ensure that you make the most of your life. And when I look at the way many parents put expectations on their children, I find it worrisome because at age 19, for example, some children, they have parents that are thriving and all, but they do not want to even hear the word school because of all the pressure that has been placed on them. Now, when you look at preparedness versus readiness, in China, I was reading a report recently where it says that parents choose for their children in China because you as a child cannot determine yourself. That's their belief. And so later you will grow into that choice they've given you, which is what our parents...
Every child has the capacity to develop themselves emotionally, socially, and otherwise. As long as you offer the child the tools to do so and allow the child to carry on with those, because there is a natural gifting from God for every child. So, for example, when the fetus is formed in the womb, who goes there to feed and nurture it? So it's the same way when the child comes out. We as adults are only guides. We're support to help the child navigate, through life. We kind of like introduce the world to them, not dictate the world they live or structure the world for their lives.
So do you agree with the Chinese assertion that parents should choose for their children?
I do not agree because the child, it's a unique personality. Every individual is different. We kind of do that here too because if you were born a Muslim, you grow up a Muslim until maybe later in life, if you decide not to be a Muslim, your parents will consider you as a rebel. Same as Christianity, same as like all of these other sects like Jehovah's Witness. And so when you look at an adult's life, you can already trace it to their background. When you hear a little about their background, their foundation, that tells you a whole lot about where they're coming from. So I really think that, so let me tell you something we do in Montessori. In religion, for example, we open up the child to understand religion from different perspectives of the world. Like we are a Christian school as a school, but we let the child know about Muslim religion. It exists, and they will meet it out there. The Hindu, the whatever religion that is existing, you open it up for the child to be able to assess that they know about this thing. So when they go out there, it's not shocking to them. When I left my primary location, I grew up in Delta State, and when I came to the West, it was a bit shocking for me that everything was really Muslim in some aspect of the West, and it took me some level of adapting to do to be able to, let me say, be global. You know, we are raising global citizens, and we must equip them with the tools that they need to thrive as global citizens. So I do not agree to parents dictating their life, their children's life pace or structured living. I would expect that every parent, even two children from the same family, aren't the same.
Of course.
And so you must, as a parent, put in the extra effort to understand the individuality of your child and provide resources for them to thrive.
I'm actually quite glad you mentioned that individuality.
Yep.
But how do parents figure it out? You know, you're at home with your child, your videos and all. And so how do you as a parent manage that kind of situation? Because you keep being told, oh, you're pushing the child too fast. But what if the child himself or herself is fast? The genius.
Yeah, so the child, some parents, especially in the West, internationally I'm speaking now, set up like a nursery at home where they have play-based activities for the child to explore.
But how many people can afford that?
So, again, it can be brought to earth, like it can be brought home. Use what you have to make your child develop organically. So Maria Montessori had an experience where she was working with mentally deranged children who didn't have access to toys or anything in the hospital, but they had crumbs from the food that they ate, and they turned them into functional toys. They molded shapes and all kinds of things, and that was part of how Montessori actually came to be. So why I said children have the capacity to lead themselves, to develop themselves, to evolve, is because it is natural, it's given. And so whether the child has facilities or they will create it, it's adaptability. One of the human tendencies of life, everyone has it, is the ability to adapt. So if we took a child from here to any other country like China or the US, the child organically flows into the culture. It absorbs the culture of that environment and becomes like part of them. The only difference is probably the color of the skin that you can tell from the genes of where they're coming from. But otherwise, the child has the capacity to be who they want to be, and it doesn't have to be written. It doesn't have to be structured. You just provide natural ways of helping this child to grow and be who they want to be. So when you're talking about children who maybe you can observe them from, you observe. You can also seek out schools that promote these ideals rather than just put them in a structured, you must learn, you must learn. I have a few parents who were agitated this last term, and they wanted to move their children to a traditional school where they have a lot of academic activities. Yeah, but the fact remains that children will react. And so the children were already saying, oh, we don't want it here. We don't, and they had to go back. You know, so when you give the opportunity for the child to evolve, they will do it organically without struggle. But when you begin to structure, you must do this and push them, rush them, what that does, it kills their interest. It puts them under pressure. It stresses them out, and they lose something very valuable. What is that? The ability to develop a lifelong learning culture or lifestyle. Because as humans, we always want to be oriented. We're curious. Yes, that's the curiosity is damaged. But when the child has the opportunity to explore, to demonstrate that they are humans, bring into being all of their human tendencies, the child evolves beautifully, they are able to acquire a lifelong learning skill. You don't tell them to pick a book. They are already curious about picking a book. You don't tell them to read. You don't tell them your mates are writing essays. No, it happens organically, especially if the first 6 years is well nurtured. And what I mean by well nurtured is given the opportunity to be a child, play-based, no unnecessary validation. Allow the child to celebrate themselves from within and see the work that they are doing. As a parent, be your child's best support, like a hero. You know, you are there for them, you are listening to them, and you are communicating with them all the time.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Ojoko Prudence Daniels. There's always something to learn when you're here. Thank you for your time. Yeah. Thank you, you did. All right, at this point, we will take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us. We really hope you've learned a thing or two. We'll be right back.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare you.
Hey, you already have Destiny Helper. I know that.
I go shoot and
You already know, guys. E-Splash give you the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Was a leader of the American Civil Rights Movement and organized a number of peaceful protests as head of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, including the March on Washington in 1963. He was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee on April 4th, 1968.
All right, it's time to have an interesting conversation. Now we have a young, handsome man here in the studio. His name is Bimbola Abel Oshundairo. Now he is a Nigerian-American boxer and entertainer, inspiring young people across Africa and the diaspora to pursue their passion with global impact. Now he was born in Chicago and is also an actor known for Chirac, The Worst Nightmare, to mention a few. We're super excited to have you here in the studio. How you doing? I love the look. I love the look, the cowboy look. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I can't complain. How are you?
All right. Do you mind if you just raise the hat a bit so we can clearly see your face? Awesome, because of the shadow and everything. Yeah. Awesome. We're happy to have you here in the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Now, the first question is, how do you get to combine both? You're an entertainer, you're an actor, you're also a boxer. How do you get to combine both? Do you sometimes, just talk to me through about that one.
So the interesting thing about it is that they both coincide. So when you box, it's performing, and when you're acting, it's performing. So it's all the same thing. So it's a natural transition between the both.
All right, all right. So you have something that you do, here in Nigeria for the young ones. I really want you to talk about your advocacy and all that. About just talk to me about it as well.
Yeah. So what I do with that is I help teach certain courses, like with boxing, self-defense courses. Also, we have a medical outreach program where we provide drugs and we get doctors and nurses to come and see the community. Because, hypertension is I think is the most leading cause of death in Nigerians. So we help out with a free medical outreach program.
All right, how's that been going so far?
It's been going very well, very well. Yeah.
All right. Now, you started there was a trend you started on social media.
Yeah.
Where you basically start by saying Nigeria is a failed country, and then you twist that around and talk about something beautiful, something great happening in the country as well. Why did you start that trend, and why would you say Nigeria is a failed country in the first place?
So it starts like this: Welcome to Nigeria, a failed country. So it's irony. I'm being satirical. It's not really. I'm not really saying it's a failed country. I'm actually showing that it's a beautiful country with a lot going for it. The reason why I started it was because a lot of people are saying Nigeria has failed. You know, a lot of Nigerians are pessimistic, and I'm very optimistic about Nigeria's future, West Africa's future as a whole. And I think that we need voices like mine and others to, you know, push Nigeria forward, advocate for Nigeria.
When you say Nigerians, pessimistic, are you talking about the Nigerians here or the Nigerians over there in Chicago or in the U.S. as well?
From what I've seen, it's a lot online, and they are the Nigerians that are here. A lot of them that are here are saying, you know, bad things about Nigeria, saying it's failed. But Nigeria can't be a failed country because it's not like Haiti. I love Haiti, I love my Haitians, but we have a working government, we have a healthcare system. They might not be the best, but they are improving and developing. So we're not a failed country. We are a developing country.
Yes, we are indeed a developing country. And it's quite interesting to see how you've also used that opportunity to train children as well. And how's it been going? I mean, what are the basic steps and basic classes that you get to teach them in boxing?
So you teach them the basics. First, how to move, your movement. It starts with movement, your feet. You got to move with your feet, and then you work up to the punches. And the jab is the most important punch. The jab is a straight punch, and that'll end a lot of things fast. For self-defense, I'm not saying go out and beat people up.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
just for self-defense.
For self-defense, and
exactly.
It's quite interesting that we get to learn that. It's a survival skill that one should know how to be able to defend themselves.
Exactly.
You know, I also heard that you've been on the show some years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yes.
So what has changed from then and then to this very moment for you?
I got more handsome.
I'm definitely going to steal that one. I'll take that one. I'll steal it. When someone says, what has happened? I got so now. All right.
Yeah.
But you've also been in the news for some very controversial stories.
Yes.
One interesting one I saw was the documentary by Netflix.
Yeah.
You know, the truth about Justice Muye and all the rest, and you're quite, you know, a part of that story.
Yes.
You know, how's that affected your career, your boxing career, and your movie and the entertainment career as well? How's it affected the whole story for you?
So, whichever way the Almighty God brings you to the light, you just gotta roll with it and accept it. And that was the way God has brought us to the light, to national TV and global TV. So it's actually propelled us. It helped us out a lot. If we didn't have the mindset, my brother and I, if we didn't have the mindset that we have, it could have made us, you know, tuck our tail and hide in a corner.
True.
But instead, we used it to
Did you watch
push
the documentary, by the way?
I did, yes.
Do you feel like there was any part of it that was wrong or not properly presented in the right direction?
Most of it. Most of it was, it was biased, very biased. It was in support of him. You know, so the thing with the documentary was, I believe that they made the documentary to confuse people. Because not to prove his innocence, because you can't prove the innocence of someone that is guilty. So they made it to confuse people. Yeah.
Those are very strong words, I would say. All right, let's come back to what you're doing in Nigeria.
Okay.
All right. Now, you talked about the basics of boxing. You get to teach them the basics of boxing. But how do you control that they do not go out there and then use whatever skill that they have learned to cause problems and cause troubles? How do you control that? Because, you know, we are people that just love to practice stuff. When we learn things, we just want to try things out. How do you control that? Do you have their parents watching as well? Or do you have people that, you know, what's the mechanism of, you know, when you get to do it with them?
So the first thing is you keep them coming back, keep them interested in boxing. And the good thing about boxing is it's a very disciplined sport. So then you gain discipline by just participating. So with that, you wouldn't even want to go out and abuse it. You know, you may have some rogue people, that's life, you know, but for the most part, it instills discipline into the young ones. So they wouldn't go out and attack people. They would practice with themselves.
All right, and what's the procedure to be a part of this program for people who are probably watching that they would like to? I'm just wondering.
You just show up. You reach out to us on social media, and we're accepting people all the time.
All right, let's talk about you being a Nigerian. Okay, do you get to speak? Do you get to speak your language sometimes?
Oh, of course.
Can you do that right now?
Mole so Yoruba, yeah.
Oh, no. That was good. That was very good. That was very good. I like it as well. All right. And speaking of your trend, I know there are other people that have also jumped on it to do all, you know, but where does that take you from here? What are the plans? Do you have more social media content in mind? Yeah. Because I tell that it's really growing. The videos are getting quite a lot of reach and great impressions as well. I'm just wondering, do you have plans to do bigger things on socials?
Yeah, of course I do. And I'm doing a lot on TikTok now. Instagram, I'm doing a lot, so I'm gonna do a video here with it as well, but I'm just gonna continue to do it, and whatever happens naturally, let it flow. You know, I'm about going with the flow and letting God choose where we go next.
All right, let's play a quick game, okay? Yes. So what I'll do is I'll just mention some boxers in their prime, and I would ask you who do you think would win between those boxers and you and yourself. Okay. All right.
And myself?
Yeah, yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
now we have Mike Tyson versus you in their prime. Who do you think would win and why?
In my prime, me.
You think you would beat Mike Tyson in your in his prime as well?
Yes.
Tell me why.
Because I'm a boxer. And boxers usually, okay, so there's different, wait.
What?
Let me explain. So Mike Tyson is a brawler. He comes and brawls. A boxer is someone that uses IQ and uses his movement to box you. So there's different styles of boxing. There's a boxer, there's a brawler, there's someone that, there's a boxer puncher, someone with power, you know. So that's what I am. So that's why I would beat him.
Okay, okay. What about Muhammad Ali?
Muhammad Ali, I would beat him. I would beat him. I would beat Muhammad Ali.
Did you hear the question? Did you hear me say the great Muhammad Ali? Okay, tell me why. Why do you think?
Muhammad Ali, because I have better footwork than him, foot movement than him.
What?
I do.
What?
I do.
Muhammad Ali has the best footwork. What are you saying?
I do. And I have a better jab than him.
You have a better jab?
Yeah.
Are you promoting yourself right now?
I'm being
this is
serious.
not a documentary. Are you trying to paint the picture for yourself?
No, I'm serious. I'm being honest.
Okay, let's bring it home. Let's do more Nigerian, all right?
Okay.
Your prime, Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua, pound for pound.
I want you to think about this one.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, no. I don't even have to think about it. That's the easiest one. I would demolish him.
Oh,
pound for pound. I would demolish him. I'll tell you someone that I may not beat.
All right, tell me.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yes. Pound for pound, I may not beat him because he's a very good boxer. Like IQ-wise and defense, he's very good.
All right, so final question. Are you saying that when it comes to IQ, you are better than Anthony Joshua in boxing?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. When it comes to IQ and boxing, yes. Without a doubt.
Do you feel the goosebumps right now? Is this like
I'm shaking in my boots.
Are you feeling something? Is this the beginning of a fight sometime? Is this where the genesis? Is this the story? All right, no problem. Thank you so much
for being on the show.
We always have breakfast for our final guests.
Oh, wow.
We don't mind if you join us and then let's have breakfast together.
Oh,
That'd be
sure.
good.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
Thank you.
All right. By the way. Kitchen, yes.
Welcome to the kitchen.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, we have asun that you can eat as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So
we have asun with fried jam and chili sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can start with the chili sauce.
Yeah, we'd like to just give it
of course.
taste it. Yes, taste it.
Okay.
And let's know what you think.
Okay. Is this spicy?
I was playing though. Start with the yam.
Is this spicy?
Yes.
Auntie Mary.
Auntie Mary. He started with the chili sauce. It's not me. Disclaimer.
You want to try the goat's meat?
Yeah, of course.
So the boxer I was talking about that you cannot beat, his name is Mike Messikena, one of the best in the world. Have you ever heard that name before?
Never heard of it.
Go online and check. Mike Messikena, one of the best in the world.
Really?
All knockouts.
Where is Rume?
I don't believe it.
You don't believe this?
He's such a fantastic boxer.
He is.
Really?
That one punch, seven dive.
One punch.
Is he here now?
He's not here. He's not here. All right.
Can you imagine? You want to punch my mic for fun.
All right, guys.
You have a very good smile. I like your smile. Very good
I
dentistry.
appreciate it.
Okay.
I get it from my parents.
Stop.
Stop.
All right, guys. That is all that we can take right now, guys. All right, we have to go. But the show continues tomorrow, guys. All right, so make sure you watch 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. same station, guys. And we say bye.